What up, YouTube? Darth Dub coming at you from my redstone world. Show you a tutorial for a sheep shearing farm. Wool. We'll just say it's a wool farm. You can so it automatically shears them when they take a bite of the grass, or when the grass grows back, it'll shear. So what you gotta do is you gotta come over here and flip this. If you flip that, that'll shear them all, but that'll also stop them from being sheared again. So you wait, they gain their color back, and it won't shear them. That way you can come over here, open these up, and then change their color. And then you come back over here and you flip this. That'll close all of them, and that'll allow them to be sheared again. So let's see, what do you need? You need, now for this build anyway, so I've got 5 sheep here. For 5 sheep, you're going to want 9 pieces of grass, 9 blocks of grass, 6 powered rails, 5 regular rails, 1 mine cart with furnace, 3 hoppers, 2 chests, 5 trapdoors of any kind. But if you use iron, you're going to have a harder time. So use a wood trapdoor. At least a stack and a half of your favorite decorative block. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's block. You want 12 of a fence. Could be iron bars, could be wood fence, just make it a fence. 5 observers, 5 dispensers, 14 pieces of redstone. Now 5 observers and dispensers, if you want to make more sheep, with the number of sheep you have is how many of those, and that'll go up if you want more sheep too. But for the 5 sheep, you want 14 pieces of redstone, 3 levers, and 15 pieces of redstone conductive block. I got silverfish there. I didn't want that. Alright, so now that we got all that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here we are. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put 3, and then 5, and then 3. Okay, so I'm going to grab our rails. 1, 2, 3 powered rails on both sides. 1, 2, 3 powered rails on both sides. Put 1 extra regular rail on both sides. We get rid of these 3. Now you want a temporary block for the center. Bust out your hopper, put your hopper there, and crouch place 1 into each side, and then take out that temporary block, put your hopper back in. You don't need it anymore. Put a chest there, and then a chest onto either one of the sides of it to make a double chest, and then you put the chest up. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our temporary block again. It's not really temporary, but yeah, just that bottom one. Doesn't really, yeah. So there we go. Kind of like do that number. What that's going to do is that's going to give the cart a stop on both sides to turn around. And then we're going to go ahead and grab out our lever, whatever, and turn that line on both sides. Kind of like that. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our mine cart with hopper, put him on there, and then run him across. And then put rails there, and then your minecart hopper, and then run them across. Alright, now he's going to pick everything up. Okay, grass blocks, going to put all 9 of those across here like so, just like that. And then I forgot to mention glass before, but we're going to do this.
1711 prospect
All the way across like so. And we'll put a regular one here. And regular old blocks all the way across here too. That doesn't need to be there. We'll put this. Run these all the way across. And then this again. And then we'll put these all the way across the top. And then we'll put one here. and we'll say every other one, just like that. And then we're going to grab our fences. Whatever fence you chose, put them like that. And what that's going to do is that's going to separate your sheep from one another. Go ahead and put all those back. And then bust out your observer, your dispenser, and your redstone dust. I'm going to put an observer there on each of them that you are going to have a sheep standing. And then we're going to grab the dispensers and step in where the sheep will be and place your dispensers on top of the observers facing in. Busy day in my town. Okay, and then we're going to grab a redstone conductive block, which I am using cobble. And we'll put a cobble on the back end of each of these observers with a dust on top. We're going to put shears in each of these. I'm going to put 2 shears in each. There in the weapons. There we go. Alright, so just like that. And then we'll get one more just for posterity. And then they've all got 2 in them. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bust out our decorative blocks again, and we're just filling this up like so. And then back to our redstone conductive blocks. You're going to want one on top of each of these dispensers like so, and then you're going to put your redstone dust on top of each of those. And that should be all 14 pieces of your dust. And we're going to put a conductive block there, and a regular block there, and a regular block there. Okay, now from this side we're going to, on this conductive block, put a lever. What that's going to do is when you hit that, that locks these to where you can then color your sheep once they grow their wool back. Okay, so that's all clear and ready to go. Everything here basically works. What we are going to do now is we're going to bring these across, and we're going to show you how to put the doors on. So let's go ahead and bust out. Look what I forgot to bring. Bust out our wooden trap doors, not metal, wooden. I like to use oak, just because. And then we'll open them. And then you're going to want to go down into each and every one of these and crouch place one onto the bottom. Like that. On all 5 of them. Okay, that's all 5. So we'll go ahead and remove the ones on top. Those were only there so we had something to place those on. And you'll notice when you activate this, it closes them. Regardless of whether you're turning it on or turning it off, it closes them. But when it is on, you can still come over here and open them. Now we're going to go ahead and put our sheep in here. Now if you're in survival, it's not going to be this easy to put the sheep in there, but I'm sure you were ready for that. So 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, 4, and then 5, one to grow on. Now I'm going to grab a color dye. I'm going to go with lime green and color all of them just like that. Alright, and then let's shear them all once. Okay, so I've got tile drops on, mob loot on, mob spawning, mob griefing. If mob griefing's not on, they can't eat the grass, they can't get sheared. So that still didn't shear these guys here. Okay, so it took me about a half hour to design this once I realized you could do it. It I've been playing around with it for a week, and I still haven't figured out why this won't shear all 5 of them in this world, but it will in the other world. I almost think that the dispensers are a little buggy. I've run into it once or twice where I saw that this one wasn't like it just wouldn't shear at all when he ate the grass. But he does, like, if you just go AFK. I mean, eventually he started. So I don't know, something's going on with that I have not been able to figure out. But that's just a random functionality. You turn, it still locks them, and they still shear when it's unlocked. So the main functionality still works. If you like the video, go ahead, give it a like. Go ahead and share it with your friends. Tell them. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. See ya. Peace.